Well, hello to you. It is me, Rashi, and I am, oh, look at this. Still cleaning up. This is my IFB. I want to just show y'all. I was finishing up a lollipop. Fun fact, I bit my bottom lip and it's like kind of swollen, so it's a little hard to talk, but it's just a personal problem. Anyway, this is what I feel like, you know those YouTube videos where they show you like, this is the brand I have. Okay, so this is actually the little piece that goes into my ear, and that's how I'm able to hear the production crew and the director and everything. And so sometimes they're screaming in my ear and I'm still talking, so I have to pretend like everything's okay, which really helps in parenting, let me tell you, because you have to just act like everything's just fine and you've just done like 5,000 different things and your mind's all over the place. So parents, I get it. And I just want to first off thank everyone for joining. We have a very special guest near and dear to my heart. And let me tell you, homegirl started at Fox 26 the same time I did. I think she was being interviewed. And now she was a producer when I was a reporter in the mornings. She had this like big cup, I remember. And she's like, I came from New York. I was the producer there. Yeah. And it was the 5 a.m. show. I can see her reacting to that. And it was like this big cup. And I'm like, why does she have such a big cup of coffee? Then I realized you need that much coffee at that time in the morning. And then did all stuff with like digital. And she's just kind of like a jack of all trades. And now she has her own show. It's called, wait for it, guys, The Nightcap. Okay. Let me bring her in because she's like... Here she is, Carolina Sanchez. What's up? Now, before we start talking, let me say this studio that she's in is brand spanking new. I mean, it is amazing, and it is so cold in there.
I'm freezing.
Which is why she's wearing this. So, you know, whenever she's recording and she's wearing the dresses and stuff, she's actually freezing, and she's having to pretend like everything is just okay. Yeah. I mean, the studio I'm at, which is right next door, is always freezing too. So I have a little space heater, but you can't show a space heater for you. So anyway, girlfriend, you are a mom of 2. And it is so nice having you like around when I'm at work too, because we're kind of going through the same thing in terms of having kids that are not totally independent. Actually, mine are not independent at all, but you have one that is.
Yes, one.
And one that totally isn't. Both adorable kids. How old are they now?
One is 15 and the other one's 1.5.
Yeah.
So the 15, almost 16-year-old's more independent than not.
Yeah. And that's good. Yeah. My 5 and 2-year-old, not at all. So, you know, we behind the scenes just kind of bounce off our frustrations a lot of times to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Just because we've never done this before and we don't know what's happening. And the demands for the job are real. We have to look like everything is so dandy. And it is not dandy a lot of times.
No.
And you cannot compartmentalize all the time when you're like, I have a sick child, or my son or daughter just, you know, had a fit, and, you know, all these things. And as a mom, you don't stop becoming a mom once you go through these doors, or when, you know, during commercial break, I am still on my phone, just seeing if everything's okay. That's just like the nature of what it is. Not saying that we're not fortunate to have our job, and we love our job. That's why we're doing it.
1,000%.
Right. But
there's something beautiful that you said the other day, like, and I don't know where you heard it from, but the, your job should be either providing you more time with your family or providing more comfort for your family. And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah. And also you should, if you don't love it, right, you should also love it as well.
Yes.
One or the other, right? Like it should be.
But like, I think Yeah, I think for us, we have to really love it. I mean, I had to really think deep and be like, do I want to do this? Is this something I really want? Or for people who are on right now, this might be the road to getting to where you want to.
Right.
So it's like investing all that time and energy for something big that will provide you with more time with either your family or more comfort for your family. So I think it's both those things. But I just want to ask you, like, what you first launched the show. We'll talk about the show in a second, but this is the premiere week for you, which is huge.
Yeah.
What has it been like for you? It's very exciting at work, but what has it been like for you juggling both?
Whew. Well, before launch, I mean, there were times where I'd look at the time in the middle of an edit and realize it is 5:30 and I should have been out the door to go pick up my son at daycare. And I'm calling the daycare like, I'm going to be late. And it's awful, like, to realize it's so late. Like, my producer was like, okay, we need to set an alarm in here because you just screaming out of nowhere and just jumping out. Like,
Yeah.
that's not cool. I mean, and it's not cool for the daycare. It's not cool to my son, but like, I mean, you get lost in the work and then you're forgetting that you have to go get your kid. And an inconvenience of this week, like my husband had, he had a conference in Chicago he had to go to. And I'm working really long hours this week.
Yeah.
And so I had to call my mom. I don't have any family here. So I have no support system outside of my husband. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I have very great friends who have like stepped up and have helped. But my mom had to fly down to come help me this week because I'm still working. Like, my son's at a daycare right before now. So somebody has to pick him up. Somebody's got to take care of him, feed him, and put him in bed.
Right.
And I mean, I always say this. I said this the last time I was on Parent to Parent. It's like when you're succeeding somewhere, you're failing somewhere else as a mom. That's how you feel, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm failing at home. I'm succeeding here at work, but I feel like I'm failing at home.
Right.
And others would say like, oh my God, she's got it all. Like, no, I mean, I have it all, but not all under control.
Right. Yeah.
So there's a constant guilt, you know? Or like when I have to leave early because like Eros is sick or something. It's like, okay, then the guilt is here at work.
Right.
It's like my producer and my producer editor are still here working their asses off. And I'm so sorry. Their butts
No,
off.
it's fine. I think it's fine. If it's not fine, I didn't know about it.
Their peaches off. And but then I'm like there for my family. So it's a constant give and take, a constant guilt of sorts. And you just gotta have positive people like Rashi around you to tell you it is okay.
Oh, you're so sweet. No, I find a lot of inspiration from different sources, and I just love sharing it because I'm like, wow, we are so in this together. And one thing, I've never realized how much help I need. Like, I need my support system. I feel bad calling up my in-laws or telling my mom or, being like, I need help here. I need, can you go do this? He's sick. He's having a fit. Can you do, and you're not able to be there. The thing with guilt is I realized, and this was a game changer for me, that there's no balance because like we'll never be balanced. We're never going to be aligned if we are looking at it as giving 100% both ways, because we can't do that.
Right.
So it's about aligning yourself and being able to be the best version when needed for each. And I've realized that the best thing to do is always make sure you're aligned, because if you're not, everything else is falling apart. Yeah. So it's crazy because I have so much anxiety at home with the kids because I'm like, oh my God, this. But like with the news, like the producer will be like, okay, well, there's breaking news. We might have to jump to a presser. We might have to do this. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
We got it. We can roll with it, baby.
Okay, we don't have this live shot. Okay, we're probably gonna have to go with this. You're just gonna have to go with the flow. Okay, we're fine. You could never tell because it's not taking me any effort to do it. But at home, that's not me. I'm like, what is okay, who's gonna have this? It's just like, it's okay. It's okay. Mm-hmm. It's like, but what if they go to bed on time? What if they're happy? What if it actually all works out? How about
instead of
thinking
preparing for like the worst?
Yes.
Right? When we're preparing for the worst, we're not present, right?
No.
We're not enjoying these little
It's like,
moments.
holy, oh my God, then my boss is going to think this, and this is this, you know, and it's like, that's not even how it works. Like, what if it worked?
Yeah.
Then what? You know? So I think it's awesome that you're doing what you're doing. Thank you, Tommy, for joining us. Tommy's joining us, Gulf Coast resident from Southwest Houston, Texas.
Woo-hoo. Hey, Tommy.
So I think it's great. And I also think that other moms like yourself and the others that are working, not on air jobs, but just in general, you know, we are all so connected in so many ways and have the same underlying thoughts and struggles that we can all just kind of learn from each other. So it's not a thing of giving up. It's about changing. And things are different.
Adapting and like changing our mindsets, right, into a healthy way.
Right.
Because the guilt and the shame and all that comes with being a working parent is like, it can exhaust you. It can definitely just like bring the whole mood down. And then you just like exert that on everyone else, like at work, at home, and the family. And it's like, reset. Get yourself together so you can be, as you said, the best version.
Right. And then I had to ask myself, like, what if I did everything at work and then I did everything at home? And then what? Like, would I feel like this queen, like sitting on my throne? Like, no, I'd be exhausted. And
and then you'd have to do it again the next
day
because like, oh, wow, good job. You did it one day.
The expectations are going to be here. No. That's not how we do things. Today, I surprised my son and I went to a school for this science volunteer thing they had. It was awesome. Yeah. And it filled his cup of needing mommy time. And that's all that matters. Their cups are small.
Yeah.
You know? And I really think that this kind of helps us because, you know, like you probably see with your 15, 16-year-old, he doesn't need mom all the time. So it's like, this is kind of preparing us for that kind of situation. So I don't look at it as missing out on these moments and these, you know, whatever. I think about it as cherishing whatever I do get, and it's happening all for a reason. So that has also helped me. I know I brought you on to talk about your show, so let's go ahead and do this.
We don't have to talk about
I know
because this is therapeutic as heck. I don't know if there's moms watching it and feeling this because my Instagram bio is figuring it all out because what I learned in parenthood is that nobody knows what they're doing.
No,
like the amount of advice that's thrown at you, like constantly, is like some things apply, other things don't. Your kid is not the same as my kid. Yeah. I am definitely not the same person you are.
Yes,
we're all figuring it out. There is no roadmap. And, you know, as kids, we're taught that adults know everything and they know better than us. And it's like, bro, I am figuring it out day by day.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. And here's one more thing I'll say, and then I'll shut up about all this like stuff. Because I could go on and on so when I run and work out, I listen to these podcasts and do all this because it's like So there was something that was said by Jay Shady, who I'm a big
I love Jay Shady. I love him.
He said, we don't let everyone into our homes. So why do we let everyone into our minds?
Okay. Take that one in. Take that one in. Why do we do that? But we do it. You
do it. And you know how you do it? This is how you do it with a welcome mat. You over here like, hey, come into my mind. Sit there rent free.
Yeah.
All
you want some water?
Right. Want some water?
Blanket? Yeah.
Dang, I got a whole charcuterie board for you. You know, go ahead and stay there. You know, matter of fact, I got a guest room. Go ahead and sleep there. That's what we do. But when we take, when we say people come in, we invite someone to a housewarming party, whatever. You're not going to just invite everybody. You're not going to just let anyone into your space. But this space is more sacred than your home.
Right. Facts. Because this always with us. We aren't always at home. I'm mainly here, and you're right. I got work to do. This is therapy.
We got cleaning to do. Cleaning to do.
So much to do. So much cleaning.
So much cleaning. This is so funny. Amen. Amen to the cleaning. Yes. Okay. So let's talk about the Nightcap because this show, whoa.
It's a lot.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
I mean, it's a fun show. I can't stop calling it fun because it's literally what it is. We just come here and try to have a good time. We try to have great conversations, that'll have you thinking, that'll have you laughing. We have some very serious conversations too. That I'm like, wow, you had a lot on your chest. We don't really cover the news of the day. We kind of just have conversations. We don't like to cover the news because, we shoot these things ahead of time too. So we would be very dated.
We ain't talking about no news. We talking about what's going on with you guys.
Yeah, basically what's happening at home.
Yes.
And your relationships and your friendships.
Right.
And your businesses. We had a couple small businesses on today showing us how they get things done.
And they drink. Do you actually drink during the show?
Yeah, we drink during the shoot. I mean, it's funny because like I have like a sip or two and you'll notice like the cup's never empty. So, we make drinks and I sip a couple times and that's it.
Yes.
Because then right after the shoot, it's like I'm going and I'm editing and booking for the next day. It's a lot of work, honey. It's a lot of work.
I know. I can't imagine. But do you I'm sure in the course of time you're going to have a drink that you don't like. Will you actually say you don't like it?
Oh, I give honest reviews, baby.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I have said my naysaying. I have dissed and critiqued. We actually have this segment called Veronica Can, Veronica Can't. And one of our reporters, V, she will try these canned drinks and she will give reviews. And I'm alongside with her. And let me tell you, they did not turn out. The very first batch we did, they did not. The reviews were not good. But the content's great because it's hilarious. We are giving you very honest faces and reactions.
And I think that's so different because we don't have anything like that. And I was actually watching yesterday and me, I'm just super uncomfortable with everything that has to do with everything. I don't even know. Like
you don't got to say it. It's all good, girl. It's all good.
So that the question came up, my husband is like, turns to me. I'm like, what? We're changing the channel. I started sweating. Like I was like, so uncomfortable. But to my point, but my husband would be watching that because normal people are more mature than I am and just will, relate. It's very relatable.
Yeah. That's what we want it to be, right? We want it to be very honest conversations. And I hope to ask the questions of the viewers thinking, because I'm thinking the same darn tootin' thing. Yeah. So, I mean, we hope that people would just enjoy the conversations and then they join us on social and they share their own things.
And I have to tell you that the people that you work with, not me, I'm saying directly with the Nightcap, they're phenomenal. And it's like, you should see their area. It's amazing. I'm talking to you Facebook people. It's awesome. Hopefully I think I've actually done a reel. Yes. In that room, but it's amazing. It's 11:30 every day. Mm-hmm. Central time for everyone that is watching us nationwide here and for my grandmother in India.
Yes.
To watch the show.
Oh, no, auntie. No,
auntie, please don't. No, Nani, don't watch the show.
No. Love don't you, auntie, do it. But no.
I know. No, that's great. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Are you guys going to be doing anything with the Astros in terms of Nightcap edition, you think?
So we've had a couple things with the Astros, but it's like, I don't know how much we can do or say because, as I said, we shoot them ahead of time. And it's like.
I'll see if I can get some deep folks and spill them. Spill the tea there. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know this was last minute notice, but you did great and you're awesome. And I love you. And I'm always here for you. And I'm so glad that you all were able to see Carolina Sanchez at the sets with her little Snuggie or whatever sweatshirt that is. I love it.
Gave it to me for my birthday. It's perfect.
Love it. And again, watch the Nightcap.
Please do.
Boom.
11:30, baby.
11:30.
After
third night, day.
Uncensored.
Yes, uncensored. That's right. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see y'all later next time on this edition of Parent to Parent. I appreciate all of y'all being here. Bye.
Bye.